Cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, a house of loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Oregon Ducks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Rebels will put toe to leather and we'll get started. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Hands it off. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now it's just who are the best 2 teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, David, has put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. Let's be honest, the Big Ten and the SEC, they've separated themselves from everybody else. And so you're competing in this conference, in the middle of the season, you can finish strong. Now we're not just talking about conference championships. We're talking about where can we be in the playoff and how much damage we can do in the postseason.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Dances away to buy time. Finds his tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nowhere to go with the football that time. Great job by the defense watching the QB's eyes. And how about tackling the catch? He wasn't able to throw it deep down the field, but as soon as the guy made the snag, down he went.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means third and long. Third and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. The play action fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Perry. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. This is either complete confidence or a hint of recklessness. Opening drive, fourth down, own territory, going for it. They'll move the wide receiver. On fourth down, looking to pass. And they can't connect, a costly turnover on downs. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Every everything about it changes. And you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Ncaa. Grabbed in the middle. It's straight. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line.
You know, I know that wasn't a big gainer, but that's going to set some stuff up later for this offense. Trying to run the football and get it established is huge because play-action pass is a big part of what they try to do when they're throwing the ball.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This defense, they are tenacious, and you've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Now from inside the red zone. Got it in the middle, it's Murphy. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is field. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. He's looking to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. First score of the game goes up. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot there.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
The Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. They're going to run it to the right. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
And that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
Off play action on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Trying play action. Here comes the heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. And I tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He fires a bullet to the right. And it's caught inside the 30. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. And the Ducks want to pick up the tempo. Now the play fake. Rush is on him. Hit as he throws. Trying to find the end zone. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
I know that goes down as a completion, but hear me out. Defenses want hits on the quarterback. They want to make him feel uncomfortable. They want him to start seeing some of those ghosts later on. There's one.
The Ducks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Swings it out to the flat. Touchdown, Ducks! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he made the extra point without problem.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Pulls and fires complete. Flying down the left side. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw in the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Motion from the wide receiver. Got it behind the line. It's Boyd. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Ducks want to crank the tempo. He might want another play. Off play action. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. And the Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Just keep slinging it. Quickly out to the tight end. They've got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but you've got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Ducks will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He's got him all the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. That'll bring him to within 4.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Jones. Defense falls on the ball, going to be a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Throws for the tight end. It's complete. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. The clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And that penetration left him nowhere to go. Dodged a couple, but he's knocked down for a loss. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Got his man on the right. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. He's going for the goal line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Well, it was a great effort thrown to the running back that time. He was almost able to get in on 3rd down. The defense makes the stop. Now it's decision time. 4th. You're very close to the goal line. You've got this running back in the backfield. What do you do?
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 4th and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. Trying to punch it in. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. And you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He's stopped in the backfield again. This defense trying to send a message he'll have to carry into halftime.
Yeah, on offense, this is a tough place to run the football. Back in your own end, the defense is expecting you to do it, and that's why they're loading the box. This is a great opportunity to take a shot down the sideline with your best wide receiver in a one-on-one situation.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Grabbed behind the line, hit straight. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
A defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Snap it to the back. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really, really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice third down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it third and short. Find a way to get this offense in an upward trajectory because so far this season, they've really struggled.
Using his feet. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quick completion on the out route. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
And the Rebels are on the move. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Wants to fire on second down. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So that drive covered 40 yards, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Now this offense is back on the field. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. He's got the tight end. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
It's a nice play call there. You've got two-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels. And they take it in for 6 more points. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. The Ducks moving quickly to the line. Wide receiver going in motion.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Got his man downfield. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. And the Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Might be calling a hot route. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. It's not just the dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just in the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Finding open areas. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really nice job by the cornerback. Hey, a lot of cornerbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
Might be changing the route. Third down play from the gun. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give on the option. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. Going to swing it on second down. Going for 6. Touchdown, Oregon! Fitted in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Now they'll try the right side. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we could put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Drake. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. There he goes. The 30. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ole Miss. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as this skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Has it back, and here comes the offense. He wants to change this route. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. With the catch, it's Watkins. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Ducks headed quickly to the line.
Well, and here's the problem offensively, because you're trailing by so much so late in the game.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Looking left. And it's incomplete, way down.